When I was 21 years old, I was living in California and unemployed at the time. And Stephanie and I were just friends. We weren't even dating. And we decided to go together to the California Employment Office to look for jobs. And neither one of us could afford a car. So I'm pretty sure we took the Golden Gate Transit bus to the California Employment Office. And if you've ever been to an unemployment office, it's a dreary, dreary place. Everybody's depressed and down and discouraged. And we were that way too, or at least I was. And you had to get interviewed before they could go look and see if there was any jobs that might be good for you. And I was sitting there like a bump on a log waiting for my interview. And Steph was running around talking to people, introducing herself, making friends, finding out what they were interested in doing for jobs and encouraging them, saying, you'll get something. I'm sure we'll get something today. And I was really struck by her enthusiasm and the way she didn't sit there worrying about herself, but she was trying to make other people feel better about being unemployed. And the other thing she did was not only introduced herself, but she started introducing people that she had just met to other people. Oh, she said, well, this person over here is looking for the same kind of job and this kind of thing. And I'll never forget that picture of her doing that. And we were just friends at the time, but it really stuck with me. The other thing that stuck with me is something she kept saying to everybody. Remember, it's not the job that makes the man, it's the man that makes the job. Now, of course, in our politically correct culture that I live, I speak this now, it's not the job that makes the man or the woman, it's the man or the woman that makes the job, but you get the idea. The point is that you can't rely on the job to make you something you aren't. And because someone has a different job than you, that doesn't make them better than you either. You know, you're the one that makes that job special. Whether you're a street sweeper, I don't know if they have those anymore, but whether you're a janitor, a custodian, whether you're a waiter, bartender, whether you're an executive sitting in a corporate office, you know, it's you that makes that job special, not that title, not that position. And that's something that always is important to remember. If you people think, well, if I had this job, I could do this. If I had that job, start where you are, right where you are, the job you have. Do the best you can with your abilities. You'll make that job special because you're special. There is no other you out there. There's no backup to you. You're the A team. You're the first string. There's no second string. And there's nobody with your unique qualifications, skills, and abilities. So always remember that. It's not the job that you have. Every job is honorable in the sight of God. Every job gives us self-worth, self-esteem. We learn from, we make friends. And I want you to keep this in mind as I read this section of 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 12. The human body has many parts, but the many parts make up one whole body. So it is with the body of Christ. Some of us are Jews, some of us are Gentiles, some of us are slaves, and some are free. But we have all been baptized into one body by one Spirit, and we all share the same Spirit. Yes, the body has many different parts, not just one part. If the foot says, I'm not a part of the body because I'm not the hand, or that does not make it any less part of the body. And if the ear says, I'm not part of the body because I'm an eye, because I'm not an eye, would that make it any less part of the body? If the whole body were an eye, how could you hear? Or if your whole body were an ear, how could you smell anything? But our bodies have many parts, and God has put each part just where he wants it. How strange a body would it be if it had only one part? Yes, there are many parts, but only one body. The eye can never say to the hand, I don't need you. The head can't say to the feet, I don't need you. In fact, some parts of the body that seem weakest and least important are actually the most necessary. And the parts we regard as less honorable are those we clothe with the greatest care. So we carefully protect those parts that should not be seen, while the more honorable parts do not require this special care. So God has put the body together such that extra honor and care are given to those parts that have less dignity. This makes for harmony among the members so that all the members care for each other. If one part suffers, all the parts suffer with it. If one part is honored, all the parts are glad. All of you together are Christ's body, and each of you is a part of it. And that's something to keep in mind. We're all members of the body of Christ. We each have a function that's unique and special. And it's not like anybody else. And it's fine to look up to people to see their examples when you want to learn something from them or some aspect of what they do. But never, never think that anybody's better than you. Never think that because you don't have this title, this position, this dignified, honorable, whatever, that you're any less. You're special in God's eyes. And God's put you in the body of Christ for a special reason. You have a calling. You have gifts that are unique to you. You have things that you're supposed to do in your lifetime. And those things are special. And if you don't do them, there's nobody else that will do them the way you could do them, and with the style and the technique and the flourish. So go out there today, stand tall, and do your best with what you have, because it's not the job that makes the man. It's the man that makes the job.